I wanted to take a moment to highlight why apprenticeships continue to be such an essential part of our workforce strategy within Fife Council, particularly across our trades and operational services. Apprenticeships play a critical role in addressing the ongoing gaps we face in recruitment as the labour market becomes increasingly competitive, especially for skilled trades. Having our own pipeline of motivated individuals who are learning the job from the ground up is vital. More importantly, apprenticeships form a cornerstone of our succession planning. Many of our experienced tradespeople are approaching retirement or maybe moving on to other jobs, and the expertise they hold is invaluable. By investing in apprentices now, we ensure that that knowledge is passed on, skills are retained within the organisation, and we are ready with a supply of fully trained trades professionals who understand our standards, our communities, and the way Fife Council operates.
Before I got into my apprenticeship, I worked in retail just to get my money up, but I didn't really ken what to do when I left school. So my two brothers, they've been through the apprenticeship scheme, so they've said how good going through the Fife Council apprenticeships are, so I thought, why no, just go for it. So I went for it and I'm enjoying it. Well, I did apply for a couple of them, but plumbing was probably the one I wanted. I didn't ken why. You get put into different sections, so my first section I got put on was the single trade, where you were basically just going to wee jobs. But the one I'm on now is basically refitting bathrooms, so taking out baths, isolating the water, fixing showers, fitting sinks, toilets. I was a bit nervous because obviously being a female, but working with all the different trade guys, that's what's made me become a better apprentice. My confidence, 110%, is boosted from there to there. Fife Council is a good company to work for as well. It's not just hands-on work, it's also not just practical, but also like going to college as well.
I started my apprenticeship in 2020 during COVID, and done my 3 years, which was a mix between being on the tools, working with a tradesperson, and college, which was 13 weeks out of the year. And I've now been qualified for coming up for 2 years, and now starting to get apprentices of my own and learning them the trade.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. I started in August 2024, so I've been going to college once a month for the last 2 years, and I'm the exact same, out with tradespeople and trying to get as much experience as possible.
When I was an apprentice, I worked with a variety of different tradesmen in the servicing department and the repairs department. Also got a shot on installs and working in a team as well as working with just one tradesperson. As a gas engineer at Fife Council, it's primarily domestic. You're not working in any public buildings. It's all working face to face with tenants and dealing with the public and the people that we house in Fife.
Well, it's been a big difference for me because I came straight from school with no work experience, and it's been a big change, not in just in my life in general, having to work face to face with all the customers and tenants, because I didn't have any experience in like that at all in life. There's been a big variety in ages that I've worked with, obviously some young like Ryan and some older, but it's also good to get experience, because obviously Ryan knows a bit more about the apprenticeship scheme, but you get maybe more experience of people who's been working longer, because it's obviously the trades developed over time, so you get everything, you get a lot of knowledge over a lot of people. Everyone here gets treated the same, whether you have experience in the background of any trade or whether it's starting completely simple. I feel like everyone here is willing to teach you, from whether you've got loads or very little experience.
School definitely wasn't for me, so I knew I always wanted to go out and work. I knew I didn't want to sit in a classroom any longer and move on to, say, university. I wanted to be hands-on and actually be out working. And the apprenticeship scheme was the best route for me, because I knew that I was going to have maybe small periods of time where I was going to be in a classroom setting, but majority of the time I knew I was actually going to be out working and earning some money as well, absolutely, which is which is one of the downsides, I think, of taking the college route or university route. At least when you start learning here, you're earning while you learn.
I think it's good because it's always good to get a trade behind you, and as you say, you're working as you're getting paid as you learn. And getting a trade behind you, it just depends on how far you want to go. You can stay here and you can maybe go out, work by yourself, and it's just always good to get that behind you.
The trades that me and Hayden are in, being a heating engineer and a plumber, there's quite a lot of sense of satisfaction when you manage to solve a problem that a tenant's been having, like maybe fixing a leak somewhere where it's potentially has caused some damage or going to cause some damage, and we've been out maybe in the nick of time and managed to get that situation resolved for them. If I was speaking to somebody at home who wasn't overly sure on what decision to make, whether to take that leap and apply for an apprenticeship, you're not going to know and find out unless you try. And one thing about here is it's very welcoming, and there's always going to be somebody that's willing to take you out, teach you, and get you to the stage that they've managed to get to in their career. And I've been and done that stage, and now I'm getting the opportunity to pass on the knowledge that I've took on from the people I've worked with, and believe me, it's a good feeling, absolutely a good feeling.
At school, I wasn't the most academic, but I was good with my hands. I was always building stuff, so I think my dad was fed up when we were building kind of wee gang huts in the back garden, and I kind of always wanted to be a joiner. So when I got the opportunity, I grasped it, and I didn't regret it. It was the best decision I made, and the opportunities that it's given me, from not only kind of becoming a joiner and having all these skills, eventually went on to management. I've been within local government for the last 34 years. So initially, I was a joiner, and then someone must have kind of spied something in me that thought I would make a good kind of charge hand. And I went into charge hand duties, and then into supervisor duties, and now I'm a manager. And for my sins, I look after a joiner's workshop and all our windows and door teams throughout Fife. And I've also got an input into our apprentice programme. I'm a lead mentor for the joiners. So when it comes to interviewing joiners and doing skills tests and recruitment, I play a lead role in that. Basically, we're a traditional joinery manufacturing workshop. We can manufacture anything from a table to a staircase to traditional sash and case windows. We do a lot of bespoke doors, but in particular we do fire doors. We're a certified fire door manufacturer, so we manufacture fire doors up to a certain standard, which has brought a lot of work into the workshop. We've been able to recruit additional apprentices. I think we've got 8 at the moment, and we'll be looking to recruit more in the future, so we can future-proof the business. You just look at myself, it's a great opportunity you get, and from coming in, learning new skills, meeting new people, new friends, you get paid while you're working, when you're learning. The opportunities, the world's your oyster when you become an apprentice and a trades kind of person at the end of your time. You could go wherever you want. If you get a job with Fife Council in particular, the opportunity is there for further advancement after your apprenticeship. You just look at myself. So the opportunities are there. If you've got the right attitude and the right skills, apprenticeships are for you.
Typical day for me in the workshop is mainly around fire doors, making FD60, which is a fire door that lasts 60 minutes. We do various types of work, doing electric meter cupboards, bespoke units. But typically it's around fire doors and the standards. I had a placement at college, but I seen the benefits with the council, earning as you're learning, and the life experiences you get going through an apprenticeship. And I spoke to a few older boys that were pals that had done apprenticeships, and it suited me personally. I liked working with my hands. A classroom wasn't for me. Stuck to a bit of paper like that. I liked getting involved, and the woodworking aspect I liked of it. That's why I chose joinery. Everyone's there for you. Very welcoming. I was quite daunting. I was 16 when I just came into the workshop, obviously a lot older men about, but it was welcoming as I came in. I had all the help about me and support within work and without work. If there was any problems at home, I was supported. Here, look online, they've got good leaflets on the apprenticeships you can ask and get. You'll know somebody nearby that has done something like this, and get a grasp of what it's about. And if that's what you're interested in, and just go for it.